guys, this is episode 107 of Minecraft Down Under. What are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be starting on something new. So last episode, we were, playing around with the grand fountain here. We got quite the ways complete, and as you can see, I've actually finished most of it off. We did that section over there, and we're playing around, and I replicated that on each of the sides. I did all that off camera, but I have discovered quite the problem. This is going to be a big problem if you've got OCD, so let's go ahead and get down and I'll show you what the problem is. I think some people might have noticed it already. Yeah, I have the beacon over here, so I'm kind of got speed. I was using it. It was helping me pretty much when I was building this area here. Now, as you can see, check the water here. That is 4 wide right there, and as you can see back here, you sprint real quick. As you can see back here, it's only 2 wide because the entire fountain is actually off. Well, the bottom base here is actually off. I think it is 1 block wider, so when trying to make this bridge here wide like the other one around there, it actually comes to the edge here, which, the other side does not. So I'm going to have to make this bottom wider by 1, I think, to fix it. So it's a big pain in the bum, I'll tell you that, because of it's just gonna be a big pain in the bum. But it is technically complete. I'll just have to come back out here later and play around and get the shape right, because that's what's going on here. This bottom level, I'm pretty sure those levels up there are fine. It's this bottom level that I've got off, and I think I've gone 1 block wider here, but not 1 block wider here. So things need to be adjusted. It's going to be it's going to be a pain in the bum. It's pretty much what it's going to be at the end of the day. Oh, crikey, I was definitely not expecting that. But, wow, she is definitely a grand fountain, I'll tell you that for a fact. Once the street lamps and the gardens go in and all that good stuff right around it, I think it's definitely going to look pretty cool. So anyway, I think we should. We're gonna leave that. I'm not gonna keep working on the fountain. As I said, I'm just gonna have to play around with the bottom level there and get all that fixed up. Oh, crikey! All right, let's go ahead and go inside. I'm pretty empty here, which is obviously quite good. I just heard a nasty. Well, I thought I did. Okay, so the plan today is we're going to actually get started on an industrial furnace. Finally. So that's pretty much what's missing downstairs. That's the only room we haven't really started any major work on. So we are definitely going to give this industrial furnace a shot. Neither and I don't have too many hoppers, which is a huge problem right now. Not enough hoppers. So what we're going to go ahead and do, because I've actually been smelting for the out there, and I was like, screw it, next episode we're definitely going to be doing an industrial furnace. So the plan is, I've got the plan right here. So the plan is we're going to be going in the wall here, creating a room, hopefully probably just further back than any of this, because obviously we need to make the room quite the decent size. I do have haste buff on me because I have my second beacon positioned outside. Let me quickly show you guys. I have my second beacon positioned outside right there, hopefully right above the room that we are going to be digging out, which is going to be obviously quite good. Now I'm going to say that yes, I find look, see, no floating blocks. Yay! I got that done. Yes, I got all that done when I was moving the beacons. I decided, yep, get rid of all the floating blocks. So all the floating blocks are gone. I removed and cleaned up the old rabbit farm up there. I started bringing stuff back down from Rabbit's Watch up there, and because we're going to start thinking about putting the main path in here very, very soon. So it's all coming together. Yeah, I've been doing pretty much a metric butt ton of work off camera. Oh, you have no clue how many pillars, nerd poles I had to make to get up to some of those blimmin' blocks. Holy smokes. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get started on this this room dig out here. Crikey. Okay, so we're just going to pretty much right where this thing is here. We're going to, about, what, I would say that big? Yeah, I would say that big. I don't want it too close to anything because I know there's redstone and all sorts of crazy stuff down there. That's the last thing we want to do. So what I'll do is create a nice little slit so we can kind of measure where everything is going to sit. There we go. So, okay, so that will be the hallway. We'll stop here. Put a torch down. I'm gonna keep going sideways until I hit something. I have to be real careful I don't break anything. So I'm just gonna tap, just tap-a-roo. All right, what do we got here? This will be okay. So that's Oodles Pass. That's actually more than I need. I was trying to get round about here. So having that extra couple blocks and not interfering with anything of this for now is perfectly fine. That is absolutely perfect. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just seeing how far we should make the room. Okay, so I've got a rough idea how I'm going to do this. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes, it was. The middle one, not including the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, so the room's length. Okay, let's talk about the room's length. I think I got that wrong, by the way. That looks a little bit off. So what we need to fit in here, how many furnaces do we really need to fit in here? That's going to be the question. That's how long it's going to be at the end of the day. So we'll carve out one side. That's probably a best idea that we can do right now, because I'm thinking about 20 furnaces on each side of a tunnel-like room. That's what I'm thinking. But the problem is 20 too much? Because that's 40 altogether. Or is 22 too... Not... Yeah. Well, we're going to put it down just to find out exactly. So what we'll do... The furnaces will be on this line here. Yes, the furnaces will definitely be on that. So that gives me... See, I'm just trying to plan it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to plan everything. So that probably doesn't give me enough space, does it? No, because if that means the next furnace will be there. And stairs will be there and there. Is that pretty bad? And let's go one block out. Like there. And one more block out. Just to give us a little bit of room. I'm going to try and create it like a tunnel effect in this room. There we go. Like a round tunnel there. So even if the stairs go in here and here to cover up some of the things, we've got oodles. I mean oodles of room here. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So now we know exactly where all this is going to sit. I'm just going to carve out a straight tunnel down here, probably a little bit long. See, this is already looking heaps long. Yep, that's a nice looking shaft. Oop, iron, going to keep that. And remember, I've got to repair my pick soon too, because I don't want this breaking. This is an efficiency 5 pick for the beacon. It's actually my only efficiency 5 pick right now. So, got to be really careful with it, if you know what I mean. Fill this in because we're not going to be digging down. See that? Yeah, that looks about right. That looks about right. So what we'll do, we'll make a stack of furnaces real quick. So we'll go back here. Yeah, I know. I haven't sealed this area up because I'm not finished with it yet. I'm not. See, all this is we're gonna be putting in the the silos soon. So technically, I need all this open because we're going to be, there's no point in sealing it up. That's what I'm trying to say. And plus I've been adding more stuff to the filter as well. I'll tell you what, we really need to have like a proper access to get back there. That's probably going to be a good idea instead of having an open crack in the wall, driving every person up the bloomin' wall. Oh, crikey. Okay, so let's do this real quick. So what we'll do is... I want a gap here. We're going to leave, I would say, because we're going to have an input chest. Obviously, the fuel input chest here and the items itself that you want to smelt. So we want to leave, I would say, what would you say, 5 gap? 5 gap will do it. 5 gap will do it. Really, we can adjust that later. So we'll just leave that. That's a 5 gap. If we need to go a little bit more, we'll go a bit more. So I'm thinking 20 furnaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy smokes. 16, 17, 18, 19. Holy smokes. Okay. This is exactly why we are measuring it out. There we go. That's 20 right there. That's 20 furnaces that way, and there's going to be 20 furnaces on there. Remember, I don't have a million bazillion hoppers. We just used a metric butt ton for the mob bob farm, so I've got some, I've got about what 2-3 stacks left over. So we've got to yeah, we've got to conserve some of these hoppers. Holy smokes! So, all right, so this side as well. We'll do one side at a time, but what I'll do is dig out. We're going to need some space back here. What I'll do is dig out this entire room now that we've marked everything out where everything's going to sit. And we need what? I would say about 2 spaces behind. Yeah, I would say definitely 2 spaces behind the furnaces, not the hoppers, the furnaces. And I'll do the same with this on this side, which should be roughly here, like that. So I'm just making sure, and then 2 gap behind it. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to dig all this out and make sure it's all perfect. But I think, look how long that is. Literally. I think that's absolutely perfect. We could go a full 64. Maybe we should make it adjustable. Like literally make it easy so we can keep extending it once we've got the hoppers to do it. That too. So we've got to think about that. Alright guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to dig out this entire room. Alrighty then guys, I am back, and as you can see, it is pretty much all dug out. I found a nice chunk of iron in here actually when digging it out. It is 40 blocks long. I've installed the other side as well, as you can clearly see. And now we're going to pretty much start playing around, because I'm not actually quite sure how this is all going to go really. Because I don't have, metric butt ton of hoppers, because the traditional industrial furnace that I would normally build would require three hoppers per furnace, and that's just for the input line, and you'd have to do the same for the fuel as well. So that would be the traditional, but that requires obviously a metric butt ton of hoppers. We want to try cut down on that. So what we're going to be doing is using a mixture of minecarts and hoppers. So that should cut down quite a little bit in the supply that we do actually. Oh crikey, there's a blooming hole in the floor. But that should cut down on the amount of hoppers we do use. So I've got my chest of goodies here, hopefully pretty much all that I need. I did clean out my inventory before we're going to get started here. So, alright, so I think first things first, we need to lay some hoppers down. And we need to lay some tracks down, alright? So grab all that. We'll just start with that first. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the back should be... Oh, crikey. See, it's been so long since I've actually built an industrial furnace. The back actually should be... Hang on, we could test that anyway. No, okay. The back is the fuel, because of the... See how the cobblestone's not, going into the furnace? That's because it's not fuel. But if we put cobblestone up the top here... Ta-da! That is going in. Yes, okay. So now I clearly remember. So that's the fuel input. Well, item input. So we'll just run these lines in first. There we go. We're only going to be doing one side, because if this does not work out, well, I've got to tear the whole thing out and start all over again. Because I've actually never used minecarts in an industrial furnace before, so this should be quite interesting. There we go. And this is the fuel. So the best thing about using a minecart, obviously, for an industrial furnace is it's going to spread out items nice and evenly as it runs over the hoppers. That's going to be probably the biggest bonus to the whole thing right there. So what we'll do is now run the bloomin' tracks over the top here, like so, all the way over the top. This, and then we got to figure out how to power these bad boys, because I'm pretty sure if we use a redstone block, but a torch will be the same. We've got to be careful, because powered stuff actually affects bloomin' hoppers. How they can. Alright, so I've got some levers. I brought some levers over, so we can try those first, and if not levers, we're going to have to try something else. So what we want to do is just pretty much power these bad boys. Can we put one... No. Can we do 2 birds with 1 stone, like that and that? Okay, that's all being powered nicely, but is these cobblestone going to... Okay, it's not been affected. Phew! Okay, so I was a little bit worried there that this powered block might screw with the hoppers in some way, so that means we can put it down here. Now, it doesn't matter... It doesn't really matter what back here looks like. Just saying it, it's a heads up there, because all this where we're standing is going to be sealed. You will not ever see back here unless you need to come back here for some strange bloomin' reason. So don't worry, don't stress about what she's going to look like, because I'll be building all the back area out of cobblestone, because there will be stairs there and stairs there hiding, you know, because down here will be an output line going around and into a proper chest. So yeah, so don't stress too much. Now, I need... Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go ahead and put in a nice turn here. So, plain track here. And powered going down. I think we'll do the same for this side, because this is going to run to our input chests. Our fuel and all the other good stuff. There we go. So we put that one there. All right, so that there. Oh crikey, yeah, they're gonna screw with each other until we got somewhere to go with them. That is okay. We'll come back to that. So what we should do next is obviously dig out a nice sized bloomin' room so we can play around with some redstone. So this is going to be quite interesting. Jamming 2 input lines, a loading system. Oh, crikey. Oh well. If things go south, they go south. Oh. Crikey. Okay, there we go. So just a nice sized room so we can easily put redstone back here and put a couple of torches in. Dunk. And same, we'll put in a little bit of room back here. There we go. Okay, so a loader, we're going to have a loader on a... Oh, crikey, what the... I'm stuck! Stupid dirt. We're going to have a loader on a timer, I think. That's probably the best bet. So I'm going to need some chests. So we'll quickly run and grab some chests, bring them back. See, then I've still got to times that by 2. How do you times that by 2 and squeeze it together without affecting each other? Don't need trap chest. We need normal chests. See, I'm just thinking right now. The brain's turning over, going, how can we do this? How we can do this? All right, we can do this. This is all good. I got this. All right. So what we'll do is we'll have the input chest here. Boom, boom. Okay. So that there will be the input chest for what would be that line. The top line, that's going to be items. So what we'll do is dig a couple down now. Let's set up the loader. That's probably the best way to go first, is setting up the loader. Oh crikey, I really need to repair that pickaxe before it goes deaded. We don't need that. Well, I don't need that. Holy smokes, I don't have a spare. And pretty much what's going to happen now is we're going to move this out of the blooming way, obviously. And we're going to put a cobblestone block in here. Don't worry, you won't be able to see any of this, so there we go. So there we go. There's a loader for you right there. It's a nice simple loader. Oh crikey. There. Nice simple loader. We can hook that up into the line straight away. There is no reason why not. And do a Yui. Oh crikey, you Fruit Loop. And there we go. Okay, see, that's nicely hooked up into the line. There should be nothing wrong with that. But the problem, okay, so the minecart will go back and forwards, right? But the problem is I don't want it to do that. Because say this is like, okay, say, you know, this is full of cobblestone ready to be smelted. I need a metric butt-ton of stone brick for some reason. We're building a project. The problem is the minecart will come down and collect only like, say, what, 2, 3? Then take off again. That's not good. We want the minecart to stay there. So what I'm thinking is a timer, like a clock, to hold it there for, say, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Enough, you would have to time it, enough to fill every one of these furnaces with one item, because as it comes, or two actually, because technically as the minecart comes over the top of it and all of these turn on going, it's going to look, actually that's going to look pretty cool. So it's going to all the way around, and then it's going to do a UE and then come back and do the same thing. So technically these furnaces should have 2 items per trip. So we need to time it on how long it would take to get those amount of items in the minecart. So first off, we need to, oh crap, not good. I'm just thinking the second line, because we got to do this exactly the same thing with this line here. How? I don't know. There's going to be just too much of a mess of a redstone back here. We've got to... Oh, man, this is going to be a tough one. I'm probably overcomplicating things right now. Bloomin' why not? Why not? Okay, so let's just run this second line down right now. See what we can do with this second line. So, continue down. I'm trying to keep it nice and neat. So, well, this can be all powered. We need as much power as possible because, as I was saying, you know, I've got pretty much infinite supply of gold, but iron for the regular tracks, hell no. See, if we could somehow squeeze a jewel loader in here and then have it on a timer, that would be pretty cool. But how do we squeeze a jewel loading system in here? Because obviously we need 2 chests. We could have okay, so one's if we have 2 chests sideways. Okay, alright, so I'm going to get some trap chests because they can go right next to each other without interfering. I knew this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the bum. Alright, so we'll go grab some trap chests, which... See, I was out here before. No, I won't need trap chests. Now look at us. We need trap chest. Holy smokes. Okay, so... What we'll do now is I've got a rough idea. We can grab our axe out here. Grab our trap chest. I got too many trap chests. Didn't need this many. What we'll do is extend that normal chest to say 2. So it's going to pop out of the wall though. Do we want to bring everything back by 1? It's so early on the build. Why not? Why not? We'll just bring everything back by 1. And then we'll put a trap chest next to it and set up a dual loading system. And then have like not signs, but item frames there. 1 fuel, 1 input or signs, whatever. So what we'll do is bring this back now by 1. Alright, get rid of that. Bring this back. We don't need it because that can be nice and hidden now. So underneath the chests here, we put these two guys in. Let's just carve out some of this. This is getting it real annoying real quick. Okay, so what we'll do... And we'll set up all this good yummy track. There we go. So the first one's in. Put a block there. Oh, crikey, it needs to be a regular because we're going to put a timer in there, so we cannot have it connecting. That is fine. Oh, is it going to... Oh, I need to make... we need to go down to the slime farm. I'm pretty sure there is minecarts still left over because we need to test that. Does that look right to you? I don't think so. I think the minecart might get jammed. We need to cut... If not, that's okay, but... We need to quickly run down there because I don't want to create another minecart. We need to go down to the slime farm right now. There should be minecarts there left over from the Bob Mob farm. So I haven't brought all the items back from there yet. So if we just quickly run down here, we might be able to score some minecarts without making even more of them. Because we need to test it. Because seriously, I'm not installing 2 timers somehow. We can use the regular clock, but we need to invert it. And, of course, I thought there was minecarts down here. They are not. So unfortunate. That's a waste of my bloomin' time. Oh, crikey. Okay, so we have to make some minecarts now. And just some chest minecarts. So we need 2. Yep, just 2. Nothing crazy. Oh, crikey. Alright. So, we'll go back up real quick. Alright. I love this elevator. Absolutely awesome. And hopefully we have at least a couple of stacks of iron left. We'll make 3 minecarts just in case. Well, went right past them. Ooh, that's what I mean about the iron. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, create that real quick. Couple of those bad boys. There we go. We can do the chests right now. Normal chests. There's one. Normal chest. There's another. All right. Okay. Now we got the test. We can make sure that is going to fit in there nicely. So what we'll do is plump it down there. We need to power the rail now, just for temporarily. So what we'll do is power that, and then power that. Go. Nope. I thought so. It did not. It did not. Yeah, that's not gonna work, Daddy, you absolutely bloomin' Fruit Loop. That's okay. I thought so. I knew it. Should have just trusted my own judgment. Looked wrong, it is wrong. Alright, take these back a couple. We'll grab out some of these. Oh, that's gonna go flat again. I'm not winning, am I? I'm not winning it at all. Alright. There we go. Well, crikey. Oh, crikey. Alright, so now we've adjusted that. So the first one needs to go that one. That is okay. We can do that. Oh, go away, you. Just for now. Do the U-turn. Oh, seriously? Connect properly. There we go. Lovely. Fantastic. And then the other one's just going to go right near it. See, nice, clean, simple. Okay, so now, if we get the power of that bad boy and fix up this track here, done. Get rid of that. This loader should work absolutely fine. There should be nothing wrong with that loader. So get our hopper cart out. Give it a taparoo. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. There we go, down you go. What? It didn't... Okay, I want it to stop then. Seriously, I want it to stop and grab items. Oi! Down you go. Okay. What the... Alright, is it going to work? Yes, it's going to work. It's working fine. Phew! Alright, that's going to work. I don't know how we're going to jam redstone in here, but this should be quite interesting. So, we'll do the second one as well. Real quick. Now that it does work, and this is going to interfere with... Yes, it is. It's going to... Lovely. Just absolutely blummin' lovely. Yeah, this is going to be quite fun. Not really at all. Oh, crikey. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. I knew this was going to be a problem. Putting tracks like this so close together is, of course, it's going to cause problems. Get rid of that. Just go away. Thank you. Alright. Normal track in here. Alright. There. Much better. And then we have to adjust this track, but that's okay. That's better than what we had it. So we break that. Normal track in there. Aha! I'm winning. I'm definitely winning. Okay. So. There we go. We should get the stuff back so we don't lose too much of this. There we go. Alright. Now we got those installed. Yep. Oh, we'll just finish this one here off. We're not going to... As I said, back here, don't worry, because I know some people like to have it all clean and nice and shiny. I just don't believe maintenance areas or these sort of areas ever to be clean and nice and pretty. Unless you really wanted it to. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, so what we need to do now is figure out a system to pretty much hold it. Like, I'm pretty sure a regular timer that we normally use would do the job. We just might have to invert it. Can we... Oh, we're not going to even have enough space, to be honest. Because technically, we need to power this rail. And we need a button. No, we need a pressure plate rail, or whatever it's called, detector rail. We need that to trigger the timer, so when it pulls up to the station, it only stays there for whatever we set the timer to hold it for, and then it takes off. So that would technically work, but I know the timer that would have to be inverted. Would it? I'm not sure. But then that gives the problem of that minecart's going to go forever. So we need to come up with an on and off switch to prevent the detector rail going off when there's nothing in the chest, because we don't want it going, obviously. Why would you want it constantly going? I hate rails constantly going up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just a bit of a pain in the bum. So, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things we're just going to have to figure out. We'll get there. We'll get there. One thing at a time. I think we're going to call it this episode, guys. We're going to continue working on this next episode. So thanks for watching episode 107 of Minecraft Down Under, and I'll catch yous all later.